What is up, guys? I am Joey here, and welcome back to the new improved 3.0 I am Joey. Now, we've got a sweet video for you today. Today we're going to be talking about how to tell the difference between a first edition, a shadowless, and a basic card, etc, etc. But before we get into that, I just want to say thank you so much for the support this year. It's been incredible. It's gone from being a hobby to just being something I really enjoy, keeping me sane in quarantine. And I wanted to get to 500 subs by the end of the year. I'm actually now on 6, which is incredible. It's amazing. It's insane. So thank you so much for that. Now, I just want to say one thing. If we reach 1,000 subs, not only will I be opening the rocket boosters, but if I reach 1,000 subs before the end of the year, I will open this. Now, this is of course an evolution booster box. This is sealed in an acrylic card stack. I've actually just recently bought this, but I will open this if I reach 1,000 subs before the end of the year. So click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and let's get on with the video. So today we're here to talk about one thing and one thing only. What's a first edition? How do you know it's a first edition? Is my card a first edition? Now I'm here to tell you all those answers. So without further ado, let's present my holy grail of first edition, shadowless, etc, etc. So this is my PSA first edition shadowless Pikachu. Now, how do you know it's a first edition? Now, I just want to make this extremely clear. I'm not a big YouTuber, so poor the YouTubers that are really big, poor them. I just want to say, this is a first edition. How can you tell, Joey, that that's a first edition? I have messages daily, 5, 6, sometimes I wake up to 10 messages saying, hey, I watched your graded video, which is at the moment huge, so thank you so much for watching that. How do you tell if it's a first edition? Or I found my old cards, there must be 1,000 first editions there. Now I'm here to unfortunately tell you not every card is a first edition. Just because it's a Pikachu, a Charmander, a Charizard, it's not a first edition. Unfortunately, not every card is. However, I am here to tell you today what is a first edition. This, of course, is a first edition. Now, like I said, how can you tell it's a first edition? This first edition here on the left hand side, and it is on the left hand side of every card as far as I'm aware, apart from some trainers and things, they're on the other side. However, always look out for this stamp. I do apologise, I've just dyed my hair so my hands are a little bit black. That is a first edition. So I'm going to now compare a non-first edition, and you will see a big difference. So I'm here to compare some other cards. So here's some basic cards. These are, a mixture of jungle, a fossil down there, and unfortunately these are not first editions. Now you get first editions in, I believe, 3 sets. You get them in your jungle sets, you get them in your fossil sets, or you get them in your rocket sets as well, and you get them in your base set, which is this Pikachu right here. But I believe those are the only 3 first edition sets that you can get. Now these you can all get in first editions, I believe. However, these are not first editions. How can you tell that? They have no first edition stamp like this Pikachu has right here. So these are not first editions. They're not shadowless, they're not first editions. So that's the thing that we want to talk about next, shadowless. How can you tell a card is shadowless? Now, this Pikachu is shadowless, and again, how can you tell that, Joey? The border it's straight, and it's got no black shadow, if you will, and hence shadowless colour to it. So it's got no black border, no black background, it's just there, it's just printed straight onto it. And a shadowless was a type of print that came after the first editions. There is no shadowed print, if you will. There's there's the first editions, then there's no second or third editions, but they would be essentially classed as shadowless, which is this one. But the first editions of the first ever print are shadowless first editions. Hence the Charizard, the Grail of Grails, is a shadowless first edition. I just want to clarify one thing. I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru. I'm not, you know, the wizard of Pokemon. This is just, to my knowledge, what I tell everyone who inboxes me saying that they have a first edition, and then they send me a picture of the cards, and I'm 9 out of 10 times I tell them I'm sorry, that's not a first edition. Unfortunately, it's just simply not the case. I believe also you can only get Shadowless base set. You cannot get Shadowless Jungle, Shadowless Fossil, Shadowless Rocket. I don't believe they're a thing. So, going back to these, of course we will show you the difference now if I hold this Pikachu up next to the Primeape. Even though it is a different set, you can clearly see on the right hand side here there is a black tint to it, and on this Pikachu there isn't one. That is a Shadowless card, and this would just be classed as a normal card. So what do first editions look like when they're not base set? So I have one here. I have a couple here actually, but we'll go for this one. So this is a Golbat first edition Fossil card. It's just a standard first edition, so it's nothing special. It's not Shadowless, of course, with it being Fossil. And of course you can see first edition stamp, is in the same place. So there's your first edition, there's your first edition. That is a Fossil first edition. There is nothing else. It's just, I believe there's a 4th print or a 3rd print with to do with the dates on the bottoms, but I'm not 100% sure on those, so I'm not going to give you false information. And I'm not going to lie, as a collector, I'm not really interested in a 4th print. I'm only interested in first, and I'm only interested if I can't get a first edition or a Shadowless in the base case. If I can't get a first edition and I can't get a Shadowless, I will then just get a normal edition, hence all of these. These are just, you know, basic cards that I just quickly found. They're not in the best condition, and none of them are hollow either. These are these bottom ones here are non-hollow res. So that's your first edition. That's your Shadowless. So first edition Shadowless. Of course, if you ever find a first edition Shadowless, all I can ever say to you is grade it. Shall I grade this card, Joey? Shall I grade that card, Joey? I just found this first edition Charizard card. Shall I grade it? The answer is yes. Yes, you should. However, the wait times are extortionate. They're over a year. I've been waiting since May for my cards and they're still not back. So that's really all there is to it. Here's another first edition Pikachu. I collect Pikachu, so I have quite a few of these. Not this card specifically, I meant just Pikachus in general. I have a whole album just full of Pikachus. Not necessarily first editions, just from different sets like Vivid Volt, Darkness Ablaze, etc, etc. So yeah, that's your first edition. There is no Shadowless in Jungle, Fossil or Rocket, I believe. And there's no first edition in base set 2, I think. And the Shadowless only comes on the first base set. So you cannot get Shadowless Rocket, you cannot get Shadowless Fossil. I don't believe you can anyway. In the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. As far as my knowledge goes, you cannot get Shadowless cards other than base set. So that's it really, guys. Should you grade your Shadowless first edition? Yes, you should. It doesn't matter whether it takes a year, 2, 10, get them graded instantly, and always hard stack them. Put them into penny sleeves, put them into hard stacks, and if you want to get them graded, put flags on them like this. So I always flag most of my cards unless I'm in a rush. I flag my cards because if I don't grade them, I will move them on, I will sell them and buy cards that I either will grade or need in my collection. So that's it for this video, guys. I want to do another video on the different sets, so obviously like different sets, these are all different, 3 different sets. I want to do another video on that, so please do leave me a like if this did help you though. I hope you like the new setup. This has took a lot of time and a hell of a lot of money to make, so please do hit that like button. Subscribe if you are new, want to do loads of more Pokemon videos of course, and I am Joey, and I hope you are having a great Christmas, and I will see you guys on the next video. Take care, thank you so much guys.